Hello friends, welcome to one new lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the conducting system of heart. So how the heart makes contraction and relaxation of its chamber and how it regulates the heartbeat. So the conduction is very important for the heart in order to carry out its function. So how the heart makes its contraction and relaxation. Let's study in this lecture. So look, the heart has a special type of muscle, the specialized cardiac muscles. So it has specialized cardiac muscles. And why these are specialized? Why it is called specialized? Because they have autorhythmic fibers. They have autorhythmic fibers in them. So the specialized cardiac muscles have autorhythmic fibers and they are self-excitable. They can excite themselves. Self-excitable. Clear? So the heart has a special type of cardiac muscle. They are autorhythmic fibers which helps in self-excitability, so they can easily make themselves excitable. Clear? So the specialized cardiac muscles have very important function in the heart in the contraction and relaxation. So they repeatedly generate action potential. So these self-excitable fibers repeatedly generate action potential. So they have the power to generate action potential repeatedly. Clear? So this causes the heart contract. So this causes the contraction of heart or the heart contraction. So the heart contraction can only be done by the specialized cardiac muscle which have autorhythmic fibers and they have self-excitable property which helps in repeated generation of action potential. Now let's see what are the two important functions of the fibers. So these rare fibers, autorhythmic fibers, has two important functions. The number one is they act as pacemaker. They act as pacemaker and they help in setting the rhythm of electrical excitation that causes contraction of heart. So they regulate, they set the electrical excitation that causes the contraction of heart. And the second function of these autorhythmic fibers is they form conducting system. So the autorhythmic fibers together form the conducting system. So what are the parts of the conducting system? Let's study now in detail. So how the signal generated by the special fibers or the autorhythmic fibers are carried out or passed through different parts of the heart. So first we will go for SA node or the sinoatrial node, which is also called as the pacemaker. So the SA node is also known as the pacemaker. So this SA node plays important role in generating the excitation inside the heart. Then it is passed to the AV node. From SA node it passes to AV node or arterioventricular node, which is also known as the pace setter. So once the excitation is created in the SA node or the pacemaker, it passes to the arterioventricular node or the pace setter. And now from the AV node, it passes to the AV bundle. It passes to the arterioventricular bundle. So the atrioventricular bundle is also known as bundle of His. Bundle of His. Clear? So now from SA node, look at the figure now. This is the SA node. From the SA node, it generated the impulse, or it has the self-excitable ability. It created the impulse which is transmitted to the AV node. Here you can see this one is your AV node, and this is your SA node. So once the SA node generated the electrical impulse, it is passed to the AV node or the pace setter, from which it is conducted through the bundle of His or the AV bundle. Now from the AV bundle, the bundle is branched into two separate branches, the bundle branches. Now it passes to the bundle branches. So what are the bundles? One is the left bundle, another is the right bundle. So this one is the left bundle and this one is the right bundle. So from the AV bundle, the bundle is branched into two separate branches. One goes to the left side into the left ventricle and one goes to the right side into the right ventricle, near the right ventricle. Now it passes to small fibers known as the Purkinje fiber. It transfers to the Purkinje fibers. So here you can see the left branch of bundle of His and right branch of the bundle of His is again divided into fine structures known as the Purkinje fibers, through which the impulse is conducted into the ventricular region for the contraction and relaxation of heart. Now we will study about the regulation of heartbeat. So how the heartbeat is controlled or regulated. So first understand these things. These are very important. SA node, AV node, then to the AV bundle or bundle of His, and again it passes to the bundle branches, the right and left bundle of His, and then it passes to the Purkinje fiber, which helps in the contraction of the ventricle. Clear? Now we will go for the control or the regulation of heartbeat. What are the factors and how the heartbeat is regulated? What are the intrinsic factor and what are the extrinsic factor? So first, now let's discuss about the intrinsic control of heartbeat. So now we will discuss the intrinsic structure. So intrinsic means it is all regulated by the internal factors. Intrinsic control. So what are the agents or the chemicals that internally, what are the muscles, what are the nerve fibers that internally controls the beating of heart? Now let's go for intrinsic control. Remember, the heart is myogenic. Here in case of human, it is a much developed and complex structure. So here in case of human, it is myogenic. It means it does not require outside stimulation. So it is myogenic. Heart is myogenic, so it does not require outside stimulation. It does not require outside stimulation. So heart can do its work without depending on outside chemicals or agents. So outside stimulation is not required for the function of heart, so it is myogenic. Now remember, the heart is made up of some nodal tissues. So what do you mean by the nodal tissues? Nodal tissues means these are made up of muscles as well as nervous system. So nerve cells are there along with muscle. So it contains muscles plus nervous system. So the muscle along with the nervous system makes the nodal tissue. So the nodal tissue of heart are made up of muscles as well as nervous system. So what are the nodal tissues? The SA node. We have already discussed that the SA node or sinoatrial node, which is present in the upper dorsal wall of the atria. So the SA node, look at the figure here. The SA node is located on the upper dorsal wall of the atria. Which atria? It is the right atria. On the upper dorsal wall of the right atria, below the opening of the superior vena cava. So the superior vena cava opens to the right atria, and below it the SA node is located on the wall of the right atria. Now we will go for the second important thing, the AV node, which is also a node made up of nodal tissue. The AV node again is located at the base of the atria, the right atria. So it is located at the base of the right atria near the septum, near the atrioventricular septum. So it is there, the AV node. And we have already known in the cardiac cycle, in my lecture, the cardiac cycle, you must go for that. The cardiac cycle, the whole process of cardiac cycle only takes place within 0.8 second. So the SA node and AV node together, along with bundle of His and Purkinje fiber, control the beating of heart. In every 1 minute, around 72 times the heart beats. So a single cardiac cycle to occur, it will take 0.8 seconds. Clear? Remember, sometimes the SA node fails to work. So normally the SA node regulates heartbeat. When it fails to work, the AV node has the capability to continue the beating of heart. But without the help of SA node, the AV node can only beat the heart 40 to 60 times every minute. So 40 to 60 times every minute the heart beats. But the SA node needs to be replaced by artificial pacemaker in order to make the heart normal. So artificial SA node or artificial pacemaker is used when SA node fails to work. Next, we will go for the extrinsic control. So this is all about the intrinsic control of heart. The heart is made up of myogenic tissue, means it does not require outside stimulation for its work. The heart has certain nodal tissues which have both muscular and nervous characteristics, which are very important for the beating of heart. We discussed about SA node, its location, and AV node, its location, and how when SA node fails to work, AV node has the ability to continue beating of heart. Now we will go for the extrinsic control. So this is all about the intrinsic control of the heart, where the myogenic property of the heart helps the regulation of heartbeat by the help of SA node and AV node. Now we will go for the extrinsic control. So we will discuss about extrinsic control of heart. So the first, it is divided. We should know that the extrinsic control is divided into two parts. One is the nervous regulation and the second one is the hormonal regulation. So first we will discuss about the nervous regulation. Nervous regulation of heartbeat. So in the nervous regulation, we will go for the brain, because the controlling center of heart is located in the medulla oblongata region of the brain. So the region medulla oblongata, it is the region of heart that has the controlling center of the heart's pumping or heart's working. Everything is controlled by the medulla oblongata of the brain. So remember, the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system regulates the heartbeat and how they control it. First, we will discuss about the sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system, in which the acceleratory nerves, here the acceleratory nerves makes the beating of heart faster. So it increases the heartbeat. increases the heartbeat by secretion of or by secreting adrenaline, by secreting adrenaline. Likewise, in parasympathetic nervous system, in parasympathetic nervous system, the heartbeat is decreased by secreting acetylcholine. Heartbeat decreased by secretion of acetylcholine. Acetylcholine, we know about this. The acetylcholine is the neurotransmitter. It helps in transmitting the nerve impulse. So the nervous regulation of extrinsic control has two different parts. Sympathetic nervous system, how it increases the heartbeat by secretion of adrenaline, and parasympathetic nervous system, here the heartbeat decreases due to secretion of acetylcholine. So this is the nervous regulation or nervous control of heartbeat. Now we will go for the second one, that is the hormonal regulation. So here now we will discuss about the second type of regulation or the second type of extrinsic control, that is the hormonal regulation. Hormonal regulation. So how hormones regulate the heartbeat? First we will discuss about the thyroid gland. So the thyroid gland secretes the hormone thyroxine. So the thyroxine secreted by thyroid increases the heartbeat by increasing BMR. So the thyroxine increases BMR or the basal metabolic rate. So due to the increase in basal metabolic rate, it will automatically increases the heart rate. Heart rate also increases in order to fulfill the demand of oxygen, because due to higher BMR, more oxygen is required, and to fulfill the demand of oxygen, the heart rate also increases. So likewise, the thyroid, by secreting the hormone thyroxine, regulates the heart rate and increases it. Next we will go for the adrenal medulla, which secretes two different hormones, epinephrine and norepinephrine. So next we will discuss about the adrenal medulla. In hormonal regulation, we have another gland, adrenal gland, which secretes two different hormones, epinephrine and norepinephrine. So the adrenal medulla, it secretes two different hormones. First one is the epinephrine, and the epinephrine increases the heartbeat in emergency. It increases heartbeat, increases during emergency. The second hormone, epinephrine, norepinephrine, this one was epinephrine, which increases the heartbeat during emergency condition, but another hormone, norepinephrine, it also increases the heartbeat. It also increases heartbeat, but in this case it is during normal condition. So during normal condition, the heartbeat of a person is increased by the secretion norepinephrine, and during emergency condition, the heartbeat is increased by the secretion epinephrine. Likewise, the adrenal medulla plays important role in the regulation of heartbeat. Thyroxine secreted by thyroid gland, epinephrine and norepinephrine secreted by the adrenal gland plays important role, and they have extrinsic control over the function of heart or the contraction and relaxation of heart. So this is all about how our heart is controlled, how the beating of heart is controlled, and how conducting system is there in heart that conduct the impulse and carry out autorhythmic function of heart. What are the importance of the nodal tissues, the SA node and AP node. So please go through this lecture and prepare your note. If you want to know anything more about the conducting system of heart, please comment below and let me know. Thank you very much.